Breathe-in space includes mature content such as adult language, sexual situations, violence, and substance use. This episode contains violence, death, firearms, descriptions of blood and internal injuries, discussions of human trafficking and slavery, infants in distress, discussions of suicide, and depictions of panic attacks. Additional sensory contact warnings can be found in the show notes.
I ain't got no home to go to, ain't got nothing to sell, but my stars will never leave me, even when I'm sold to hell. I was born under a blue sky, and I'll die out in the black. When I'm gone, don't no one mourn me, 'cause my debts will drag me back.
At this point, his whole face is as in the red as a Rust Bowl bank balance. Sue can't barely keep up with his rage. His helmet keeps fogging up with the steam pouring out his ears. Declares that he's gonna fail the Ohio if his career depends on it. Pulls a full kit, inspection lamp, octometer, multi-links, the works. Starts pulling panels off, scanning welds, checking things off a goddamn list. By the time the second hour rolls around, I can't take it anymore, so I tell him he can find me in the nearest bar when he's ready to give up. 5 drinks later, and a weary hand slaps down a sealant-stained docking disc on the bar next to me. Guy's so broken he can't even look me in the eye, refuses the offer of a beer, and slouches out the door. And that's the story of how the Ohio got her docking license by breaking a man's spirit, believe it or not.
Oh, I can believe it.
Yeah?
Well, I can believe how someone would sacrifice their sanity trying to find out why this ship doesn't violate several hundred safety protocols.
Hey!
Seriously. It looks like you had someone weld the reactor from an ore processing hulk to a drive module that fell off a bulk freighter. Oh, and stuck a cockpit on as an afterthought.
Don't listen to her, Ohio. She's not been at a dry dock in years. You wound me, pal. After all the time and effort I put into getting her ready for you, for shame.
I'm sorry. I can't see any of the reg safety gear you're supposed to carry. How did you pass an inspection without that?
Oh, that old pile of junk? Scrapped it the day before we set off. Needed to make sure there was enough space for you to sit in the comfort you've been accustomed to. Also needed to balance out the weight. No offense.
You went through all that trouble to get accredited for docking at Ganny, and you just threw it out?
Yeah. After what that guy went through, I figure there ain't nobody willing to put themselves through that again for another year, 10 months tops. Oh, and there's a cerulean cloud right on cue. Time to strap in. How's that seat working out for you, by the way? I gotta admit, I struck palladium when I found it sitting in the salvage auction. I was starting to despair of ever finding anything that'd fit.
It's fine, I guess. It feels a little weird. Is it a reclaimed GC? Those aren't recommended for...
Nah. There wasn't enough room, and the mass distribution would have been all wrong. Nah, this little booty was a surprise. Half the size, quarter the weight, and when you fit it with all the padding and belts and buckles you can muster, it pretty much hits all the major tolerances. Hang on, I'm gonna start the burn in 5 seconds.
Pretty much? What sort of seat is this?
Wicker. Here we go. It still sort of feels like walking up to the front door and ringing the bell.
That's because it sort of is. At least it would be if we were using one of those gray box service kits. And instead of a bell, you'd get a pleasant warning, unauthorized service in progress. Your warranty will be invalidated, sounding out on the bridge. Easy to ignore if you're getting some paneling replaced in orbit, less so when you're a few days out of dock.
Voila.
Okay, here, insert the dongle into the port on the lower right. It'll be highlighted in red.
So, what you're saying is this won't set off an alarm and gives you control of the ship?
Not everything, just the 8-vac and safety systems. Stuff like bulkheads, door control, whether a compartment is pressurized and has anyone inside. All the stuff that's handy to know before you open somewhere to the vacuum. Or when you're trying to lock someone in the toilet and take their ship.
As glorious and fucked up as your plan is, it really seems like a dumb thing to have lying around for an enterprising type to take.
Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be in locked storage, along with service keys for a half dozen other manufacturers. We're technically required to sign them out, keep meticulous records, all that stuff. And like anything, when you're not paid enough to care, none of that happens. I picked this one out of a box in the supply room. Probably could have taken a dozen without anyone noticing.
Which begs the question.
No. See, we've talked about this.
I know, but sounds like the proverbial easy score to me. And no requirement to take leave to go wandering around the outer hulls of strange vessels. Heck, you could do it on your lunch break.
Just drop it, okay?
You said it yourself. You don't get paid enough to owe them any loyalty. It's barely a crime. More like cosmic justice. It's wages owed for wasting your talents. They've kept you on a hamster wheel of drudgery in that repair yard for over 3 years. A few days out with me and you've already got your old swagger back.
I made a choice, see? I wanted that. I want that. My being here doesn't change anything. This is about money, nothing else.
For the life of me, Molly, I cannot figure you out. How? How can you find a life like that satisfying? I was sure you'd stick it out for a few months, a year tops, and then come running back, full of the tales of corporal-branded hell. Do you not remember how...
You and I have very different recollections of that time.
So, you're going to keep making me feel like a heel for thinking we had any fun together. We put away how many years' worth of living when the stars were being kind to us? Hell, we even managed to scrape by when they weren't. Better then.
Fuck it. Do you know what I remember? I remember going to sleep at night worrying about what crap the next day had in store. I remember the voices that I had to push down in the back of my head daily. I remember all the times I came to you with concerns you would...
Hey!
Every single time. You would diminish and excuse them, and I would let you because...
We were a team. You must be touched if you think I'm going to stand here and let you curdle how good it was. For us both.
And that's why I had to leave. It's set. We can head to the airlock now.
Set?
See? Captain went to the head while you were busy telling me how I should feel. First officer is there, in their quarters, presumably asleep. Just the 2 crew, right?
Yeah.
Doors are shut and locked, and the system now thinks there's a vacuum on the other side. Even if they can get them opened manually, it'll take hours, long after they hit the rendezvous. I'm done talking. Let's go. Huh. They must really love this ship. Well, hello there. What are you doing up here, little one? Aren't you a bit too fancy for a place like this? See? Are you at the engine room yet?
No, not yet. Almost there.
You might not need to.
Oh?
Turns out our humble merchants have a lot of aftermarket kit installed on this rig. They've got remote for all of the reactor functions from here. Even the manual rains shutdown.
Oh. That's rare, right? Probably cost him a fistful or two.
I assume so? I've never seen it done before, especially not on an Emberwell prefab. There's a whole mess of systems up here, but it looks like you can do just about anything you'd need. Redundancies, too.
Makes sense if there's just the 2 of them, I guess. Ship of this size, you'd expect 6 or more.
Lechner's not going to take the ship, right?
Doubt it. Fencing a ship of this size would be more trouble than you'd make back.
Not even to the family? Sorry.
It's okay. And no, I doubt either would be too keen on doing business with the other. Besides, the cloud runs too lean for their purposes. Would need a bunch of living space added for starters. Lechner will likely just strip the containers and that orbital longboat too. Easy enough to flip. With all these supply problems, I reckon any cargo's a worthwhile score.
Okay. I was just... Yeah.
Yeah.
See if you can find somewhere to wedge yourself. I'll set the burn and do a hard pull of the reins to dump the reactor. You can head back to the bridge once the emergency lights kick back in.
Much obliged for the warning. Surprised you're not tempted to slam me against a bulkhead.
See, I couldn't do that to you. For one thing, you're my ride home.
Ass?
Given your cheapskate choice in regards to seating, it's a wonder I still have one.
You corporate types have no appreciation for fine handicrafts. Wedged. Go for it.
Okay. Commencing burn in 5. Rendezvous locked in and confirmed. ETA. Bang on. I guess now all that's left is to flip the lights. Before they return in a soothing red hue. Huh. Definitely more screens on than I'm comfortable with. Why are you all still drawing power? But I'm not too proud to say it, but I cannot make heads nor tails of you.
Funny. I was just about to say the same. Hands up and off the terminal, nice and smooth. I'm getting the sense you're the jumpy type.
I'm not carrying.
Well, that answers my first question as to whether you're as dumb as you look. Sneaking aboard my ship, initiating a burn, and then crashing the reactor. Not exactly subtle. You expect me not to notice? No consequences for your little bout of hijacking? I'll be charitable and advise you not to answer that. You don't think stopping me scattering you all over this room is curiosity? Well, that and I can't remember which of these terminals are rated for splash resistance. Let's get a better look at you before I do anything rash. Well, certainly don't recognize you as one of them. The exosuit should have clued me in, but still ain't a lick of this that makes any sense. You stowed away in one of the containers? If so, then how the hell did you get aboard? And what did your crew, who I strongly suspect we are now drifting towards, think was going to happen to you? I got some hold over you? Or is this some pirate cult initiation crap?
Please, I didn't want anyone to get hurt.
All due respect, but you ain't the one that gets to decide that. Come on, get up. You'll take a spell in the airlock while I decide if I want to slow the ship down by firing your worthless hide into the black. Move. Tony, tell me you didn't sleep through all that. We've got an unwelcome guest on... No, a little more than a no-go. I'm taking the trash out, but I need you to get that reactor up. Smartish. I got a feeling we're heading towards friends of theirs, and I'd rather...
Molly! Shit. Miles, are you okay? Where you hit?
Arm. Left. I don't think it's bad.
Hold on. I got a patch kit here somewhere. Fuck. Who the hell was that?
It was the captain, I think. It was... Shit, see? The door, there's another!
Daryl? What did you do?
Fuck.
What the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do? You
no.
killed him! Why? Why? I'll kill you!
Molly. Hey, look at me. Look at me, okay? Hey, I need you here with me, pal, okay? I'm hurt and I need you. Stay here with me.
Okay. Okay, I'll get help. What do you need? Fuck, see your chest. There's so much.
Eyes up here, Molly. It's gonna be all right. Oh, my suit's all fucked up, so I need you to find a trauma kit, okay? Most ships have one. The Ohio had, but...
You threw it out.
Yeah. You worked on these ships before, right? Where are the supplies usually stowed?
They haven't got enough crew for a med bay. Usually there's a case near the airlock. Just don't move.
Little chance of that.
Got it.
Okay. Help me cut away the suit, and we can apply it. Might as well use this.
See.
Don't look. Just help me get the kit in place.
Thank you for choosing Comprehensive Robotic Automated Aid Function Trauma from Taurus Medical and Exanic Care. Please enter your 16-digit validation code to initialize.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, wait. It's here on the packaging. 68 pound 87926-736555414.
Validation successful. Beginning scan. Preliminary results: several small puncture wounds to the upper and mid-torso, significant internal and external hemorrhaging, minor lacerations to internal organs, blood pressure dropping, possibility of shock 72% and rising. Would you like to initiate aid at this time?
For the love of...
Yes, fix him, you corpo robot fuck!
Administering analgesic.
Okay.
Blood suction commencing. Beginning laser grafting. Administering emergency plasma. Hemorrhaging reduced to levels within tolerance. Internal damage requires attention from a major care provider within 24 to 48 hours. Patient is advised not to move during this time. Patient is advised not to undergo gravitational stresses above 2.5 standard positive or 0.7 standard negative. Patient is advised to consume fluids at an increased rate. To minimize the possibility of death, choose Bull Sweat Electrolytic from Locks BevTech, the official drinks partner of Taurus Security Consulting. Each mouthful is infused with synthetic bovine testosterone to help you grab life by the horns. Scientifically proven to replace the vital nutrients and minerals your body loses during exercise or combat. Suck on some bull sweat.
Seriously, who the fuck stabs someone in this day and age?
Someone who doesn't want bullet holes in their hull?
Hey, you're okay. It's over. It's gonna be all right. You did what was needed, yeah? You fucking saved me. She wasn't going to stop. You didn't have a choice.
I froze, see? I could have tackled her or something, and then she started stabbing you, and I'm
so sorry, Miles. I never wanted this for you, to have to... But you saved me. I, for one, am inclined to say that that was the right thing.
I didn't think. I just saw the blood, and I couldn't lose you, not... Fuck.
Hey, let's get you back to the bridge. Find you some water. I might need a hand, though.
Yeah. I need to figure out what went wrong. I was so sure it was going to work.
Uh, uh, mm. Didn't they just find a way past the doors?
I don't think so. It's like they didn't even notice they were locked. They just opened? I must have fucked something up.
Hey, no. I was there, remember? You showed me the terminal. You got a confirmation and everything.
Yeah, well, tell that to the ship. I didn't take for whatever reason.
Maybe it reset when the power went down.
That's the thing, it shouldn't. Stuff like life support, doors, lighting, all of that should run off the backup so without interruption. It doesn't make any sense, and it's all working, just not... Before I got a gun pressed against my skull, I checked the batteries. There was a much higher power draw than I'd expect, like 3 times as much. They've upgraded their backup, so it would never be a problem, but I couldn't see where it was going. I should check out these new systems and see if they're... Sorry, we should probably leave as soon as possible. Try to get you back and fixed up.
I don't rightly know. We'll both need to scrounge up some new exosuits, and I'm not sure the Ohio's the best ride for me in my condition. She's a bit boisterous for someone with internal bleeding, I reckon. How long till we hit the rendezvous?
About 5 hours, just under.
Oof. Might be a better bet to wait on Lechner. If we can't hitch a ride, the crew will likely have an auto dock on board. Patch me up enough for the trip home. Doubt he'll complain if I offer up a % of my cut. Besides, I can see that look in your eye. I know you'll get all antsy and guilty until you scratch that itch in your brain.
He said something, see? The captain, I guess? He looked at me, examined my face, and stated he didn't recognize me as one of them.
Whoa. Them? You don't think he was one of those Knights guys, do you? All purity and shit?
No, he was asking how I got onto the bridge. Almost as if he was checking to see if he recognized me. What the fuck?
What is it?
The life support systems are down.
No, they're not.
They are if you're the ship. The system I accessed before is inactive. You're right, shutting the reactor down killed it. And any commands that were logged with it.
But I can literally hear the 8-vac right now.
Yeah, because it's being run from somewhere else. For some reason, they've spoofed their life support system? It looked like the real deal, but it's actually running somewhere else entirely. Somewhere hidden.
Why the fuck would you hide the thing that keeps the lights on and the air from becoming chewable?
No idea. Yep, here it is. Stuffed so far down in subroutines that I'd have never thought to look if the power wasn't out. Someone put effort into this.
I'm even more confused now. What the hell was going on with this ship? Molly?
I found the doors. There's more of them.
More?
Like 6 compartments more than there is space for on this ship. They've welded 6 of the containers to the superstructure. They're pressurized, drawing heat and water, and there's access along the central spine.
Please tell me it's fucking livestock they got in there. Smuggled llamas or some shit.
Hang on, there's a whole surveillance cam system hidden here. I'll bring it up on the...
Fuck. How many of these did you say there were?
6.
Bunk beds and everything.
Bunks, a head, protein bars, even redline terminals from the looks of it. Families.
Hey, we don't know that. We don't know anything.
We know there's about 60 people on this ship. All sorts. Fuck, is that a preacher?
Molly, we need to go.
See, wait,
We need to go now. Help me up. We are finding exosuits and getting the fuck out of here.
See, what if these people were being trafficked? We can't just... Oh, no.
Why aren't you moving?
See? Is Lechner a fucking pirate?
I don't understand why we're still talking about this.
C, did we just hijack a ship full of people on purpose?
Of course not. I didn't know they were here. I would have never put you... I would never.
Then why are they here? Why are we here?
Because Legner might be a fucking pirate, okay? He was just a guy with a crew and a job, and it seemed perfect. I don't know why he wanted this particular prize, but I didn't want to question it. Look, they could be slaves already, or they might just be folks trying to get somewhere on the down low. It doesn't really matter now. Either way, likely nobody knows they're out here in the black. And when they disappear to be sold in some back room on Hector, there ain't nobody who'll be looking for them. Fuck. With all the Union strikes and fighting, there'll be no shortage of buyers looking for a docile workforce. And the price these folks will fetch... never be enough to take a turn with anyone's soul. If by some dumb luck Letger's not a pirate, he will be when he sees them. I guarantee it.
And you want us to just walk away?
Look, I know this feels bad, but we can't get caught up in any of this. I can't see any outcomes that don't end up ending us. Best we can do is beat feet. Leave a message if the hijacking went bad and I had to go lick my wounds. If the stars are smiling on us, he doesn't notice and sends us our cut. Worst, well, I'll need to go dark for a bit. It's fine, I've done it before.
But what about me? I can't just up and...
I never mentioned you. You should be clean.
What?
As far as Legner knows, this is a solo job. You were only doing this because of me. Any blowback was going to be mine and mine alone. Look, I'm gonna have a hard enough time getting distance between us and the cloud as it is. The sooner we get the suits, the sooner we can leave. Do you understand why we're doing this?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I didn't see any suits by the airlock, so they're probably in the crew's quarters. If you take the captain's, I'll take this one. Hopefully they stowed him somewhere easily. Fuck. 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 Hey. Calm breath. Calm breath. Come on. Remember, breathe in 4, breathe out 4. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Good. Now, this doesn't change anything. Let's grab the suits and get out of here.
I'm not leaving them. I can't. I'm staying.
What the hell are you saying? Saying to do what?
I can't go back, see. After what we've done. After what I've done.
And just what are you hoping to achieve by staying, huh? Are you gonna talk them out of it? Sweetly parlay them out of the score of a lifetime? Or are you planning to carve your way through them with lead and smoke? You, the person who has ended precisely one life and has lost all reason because of it.
I killed someone, see. I killed someone, and I orphaned their kid. And now I'm about to let 6 dozen others drift into slavery. Families, see, with children.
You can't help these people, Molly. You'll just end up dying for no good reason.
I've got 2 guns, and I'm sure I can find some extra hull safe somewhere. If I meet them at the airlock, I'll be able to take at least one of them with me before they realize. With any luck, it'll be Lechner.
I can't believe this. You're really set on this, aren't you? Just throwing your life away.
It's thrown away already. This is just my way of accepting it.
For fuck's sake.
There's still time for you to get away. Get you a suit, get you back on the Ohio.
Nope. I guess I'm staying now too, ain't I?
See,
How far did you think I was gonna get with all this, huh? Less of a clean getaway, more of a hope we get close enough to home before I start spitting out blood sort of deal. Fuck! Ugh.
I didn't mean for...
Yeah, me neither. But I ain't gonna lie and say your words didn't find their mark in me. If a call for help comes from the black, you help no matter what. Okay. I ain't buying into your blaze away at the airlock scheme. Not only do we have a cargo hold full of helpless folks we should probably warn, we've also got the Ohio, a short-range shuttle, and a brain in that head of yours that loves to solve things. So, you and I are going to use these next few hours to come up with an actual plan. Because if you're going to get me killed, we're sure as hell going to figure out a way to make it mean something.
So, to be clear, you're asking me to somehow convince the rest of the passengers not only to leave the ship, but to cram themselves onto a short-range orbital launch and head out into nothing, with the hope that someone hears us over the green line. Do I have that correct?
Yes, Padre. If you stay, then there's a ship full of slavers heading this way with little regard for anything but the credits you'll fetch in port. I know it's a big ask, but...
Yes, as unappealing as the first option sounds, you've certainly painted a much bleaker alternative. A question does present itself, though. What's to stop the slavers from immediately catching up with the launch?
Once they're here, we can engage the docking clamps and jam the airlock. To get free, they'll either have to risk tearing their ship apart or cut through the doors to disengage the tether arms. And if they do come through the lock, well, we'll be there to greet them. And to be clear, you don't need to get to safety for this to work. If you can raise anyone on the Green Line, anyone, the risk of them ending up dangling from a noose goes up 100-fold. That's enough to change anyone's perception of a balance sheet.
Still, that doesn't sound like a favourable outcome for you two. However this may end.
It's what has to happen. If we can hold them for long enough, if you get enough distance from us, we'll overload the reactor on our ship, hopefully taking them with us.
Some would go as far as to call that a noble sacrifice.
I mean, I wouldn't...
But I cannot help but note that, for the best of my recollection, neither of you is the captain of the vessel, nor the first officer. Not only that, but we are in a situation when the ship has been set on a course towards these pirates and powered down so as to hinder any efforts to escape. Would I be correct in assuming that the crew of this freighter are no longer with us? That you, perhaps, had a hand in our current predicament?
The situation was... What's important?
Given that your motives are unclear, why should I ask these people to place their trust in me, if I am at a loss as to why I should trust you myself?
Look, preacher, I don't want to be rude, but why in the void would we go out of our way to tell you what's coming for you if we meant you harm? We could have kept you all ignorant and hunkered down until it was way too late. I don't know what it'd take to make you trust us, so here's the strip brass. We're just folks trying to make our way. Maybe not with the cleanest of intentions, but we never aim to harm anyone. We ended up trusting in the wrong people, and things got Kesslered the fuck. We had to make a choice to save people, and that meant trading the lives of others. Strangers. It'll never sit well with me, but it happened. And we're all now living in the consequences of that. So we're here, humbly asking for your help to fix as much as we can.
And you're trying to fix it by despite what some others in my profession might say, there are usually smarter choices.
Yeah. I am.
Okay,
Okay.
I've heard enough. You made a choice, and I will make mine. I will do everything in my power to get these people off this ship.
Thank you, Padre.
You're right that the launch isn't much, but we've got it programmed to head for the nearest shipping lane. The life support is limited, but we've put some portable CO2 scrubbers in the hold. They should last until this plays out.
I'll start making preparations.
One last thing, Preacher.
Yes?
On the launch, there'll be an infant. Please, could you see to it that they're cared for? They don't have anyone. At least not here.
I'm not sure I understand.
They're... another consequence that we're trying to set right.
Ah. I see. I will make sure that they're kept safe. You have my word on this.
Thank you.
Seems to me we're all doing the best we can. That's as much as any of us can ask for.
Can you give me a hand moving this crate? I want to give us a bit more cover in case they rush the door.
Here. Proximity alert. The singing saw's on approach.
Right on cue. I suppose it was too much to hope that they'd be a no-show. Have you got the message set up?
Yeah. As soon as they dock, they'll get a ping telling them that shit went down and the airlock's jammed. Says we're trying to fix it and to hang tight. Once that happens, we'll send the Wisp on its way. Ohio all set?
Yeah, she's scooched up as close to the docking port as I dare. I know it's stupid, but I kinda hate to see her go out like this.
If things go right, that oversized reactor of hers might be the thing that saves these people. Just hit that big red button on your terminal once folks are out of the blast range, yeah?
Yeah, I guess. I should have known any plan of yours would involve blowing up my ship.
Hey, that's unfair. I'm also doing it to get rid of that chair.
You're such a jackass.
I'm serious. We're doing the system a favor by ensuring nobody ever sits in it again. Feels like I'm missing something.
If there is, I can't think of it. We've been over everything at least 3 times in the past hour. Yeah. Definitely not been following doctor's orders on that one. Not that it'll matter much soon.
Never thought I'd be counting down the minutes until I die.
Yeah.
Even when I thought there was a chance I'd die in my own bed, this is too calm. Like, I want to scream just to break it up.
Hey, there are worse ways to go. I used to have nightmares about freezing out there, all gradual like. Ship unpowered and spinning. Nothing to do but watch the stars cycle until you can't feel no more.
It used to be EXO for me. Untethered and lost, knowing nobody'll ever find me.
At least that way the CO2 would let you down gently. None of the random stripping and madness of hypothermia. Some dignity, at least.
Yeah. Honestly, for the longest time, I thought you were going to get me killed.
Please. Please, let's not talk about this now. Not here.
It's not like we're going to get another opportunity.
I get it, okay? I was a reckless criminal, and one day I'd end up getting you killed, because I'm a piece of shit.
No, that wasn't it.
No? It sure feels like it.
No. It wasn't like I was ever a natural, you know? I could never figure out why you kept me around. kept making the wrong calls under pressure, kept hesitating.
The day you left was the worst day of my life.
I never meant for it to be.
You were the last tether I had. Lost tally of how much has been jettisoned over the years. But I never thought. Hell. You're the last person who knew me by Ivanhoe's daughter.
I know. We don't have to... As much as I hated what we were doing, I loved doing it with you. I am a lousy criminal, but we belong in a team together. It just tore at me constantly. I was hollowed out by the end. Before I left, I was all set to try to sell you on doing something different. Trying a new life. Together. But I could see you wouldn't change. Your reaction made that clear.
Tell me on what?
What?
I'd like to hear it.
I had a lead on a repair and service shop someone was looking to pass on out by Mima's. I figured we could go in halves on it. You could run the front of house and do the transport. I could run the shop. It would have been modest and boring and very much not your thing.
Huh. Well, I accept.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna need to see your dental plan, though.
Don't joke, it's not funny.
I'm not. It's not. I promise you, if by some miracle we get out of this semi-intact, I would love to be your boring breakdown service pilot. Shake on it?
Yeah. Okay. You have my word.
And if it doesn't work out...
Yeah. There are worse ways to go.
What the fuck? You said they were all in the shuttle.
They're supposed to be. Hey, what's going on back there? Who are you?
You Crutchfield and Molina?
Yeah?
Preacher sent us. Told us what you're up to. It sounded like you could use some help.
But...
One of the beauties of night flying commercial. You don't have to check your piece.
And a fat lot of good it'll do if you wave it around and end it into someone's eyes. Now, go make yourself small behind that crate there. Hey, you expected them through that airlock?
Yeah?
Miz, take your long gun to the back. See if you can keyhole it through the door.
I'm not sure I understand.
Look, it's simple. Some of us weren't keen on standing around waiting for a bunch of chuckle thucks to take our families. And there just happened to be a few firearms lying around, so... Preacher was all for it. Said something like,
I don't like to see anyone stand alone. Yes. Thank you, Nico.
Padre, these people... You understand how we're planning to end this, right? We've made our choice. In order to save them, to save you, we're prepared to...
I know. I guess what my friends and I are here to ask is... What if you didn't have to?
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Breathing Space. This episode, Hounds of the Universe, was written and directed by Interiority and edited by Aaron Olson.
Crutchfield is voiced by Sam Stark.
Molina was voiced by Mel Nichols.
Captain Darrell was voiced by Scott Paladin.
First Officer Tennille is voiced by Izzy Trevellian. Comprehensive Robotic Automated Aid Function Trauma is voiced by Emma Johanna Puranen.
Brother Argyre is voiced by Interiority.
With additional voice work by Lou Sutcliffe and Jesse Hall. Our theme, Blues for the Black, was composed by Michael Freitag, with vocals by Jeremiah and lyrics by Scott Paladin. You can find links to learn more about our cast and crew in the show notes, and more information about our show at our website, breathingspace.lawofnames.com. Breathing Space is a Law of Names production.